Hello, everybody. We're back here again with the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast. Now we're taking a little break from the Watermelon Thump Queen candidate interviews. And, this is a Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast, so I got to have some Luling Eagles representation here. And so I have it here now. I have three of the coaches here, our newest coaches here at the Luling Independent School District, Luling High School. I have here to my left, which is our brand new athletic director, Coach Nate Langford. Coach, glad to have you here. Glad you can make it. He was had some change in plans, did Coach Langford, and he was able to make it. He originally hadn't planned to be here, but everything worked out, and so definitely glad to have you here, Coach. And I'm sure this goes without saying, a lot of the people here excited to have you here on board and getting us the Luling Eagles going into the future in the 2021, 2022, and beyond. So, and then also we have here to my right, Coach Ronnie Robledo. Coach Robledo is going to be our new baseball coach here at Luling High School. So he and I'll get to know each other really well. Those of y'all that aren't aware, I did mention it in one of the interviews a while ago. I'm been the announcer for the Luling Eagle baseball team. This is going to be season number 28 for me coming up this coming season. So it doesn't seem like it's been that long, but 1995. So it's been a long time. So yeah. So anyway, it really was a good year. So we do want to welcome you, Coach Robledo. Thank you for being here. And then also we have one of our newest coaches. You have to remind me your name again, sir.
No problem. Coach Yock.
Coach Yock, and your first name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin Yock. So he's also, like I said, all three of these gentlemen are all new to Luling High School Independent School District, and I'm having them here today to ask them about some of the goings on that have been going in the summer since they've all taken on their roles. And I know yesterday I was there at the high school gym, and they were having concluding summer workouts, having a little bit of dodgeball competition, and that was a whole lot of fun. And so it was good to see. I think you were the one that was refereeing.
Yes,
that was you. So that's what I thought. So and of course, Coach Robledo did a lot of cooking there. Cooked some hamburgers and hot dogs. And I'm gonna say, this man right here, if you need somebody to cook for you, right here, that's that man right there.
No, I don't need a cook.
He's great. He made some great hamburgers and hot dogs. So he's a good man. He's a good cook. So we're definitely happy to have all of them here. So guys, the first question I wanted to ask y'all is about summer workouts. You guys have been doing summer workouts, and Coach Langford, I know you and I had talked here probably a month or so ago. We were up at the north side of the Little League field, and you had told me, some of the ideas or some of the things you were going to be doing, and one of them was doing the summer workouts. So can you speak a little bit to the summer workouts and what's been going on and how exactly it's all working?
Yeah, well, we're averaging, we're happy because we're averaging around between like 40 and 50 kids per day. That fluctuates per day just with things that are going on. We got kids, it's summer, so kids going out of town or doing different camps. But, we're going Monday through Thursday. The older kids, high school age kids is going, we start at 7 and we go to about 8:30. And then we, at 8:45 on Mondays through Thursdays, we're having sports-specific training. So Monday through Thursday is football. But then on Wednesdays is girls and boys basketball from 8:45 to 9:45, and then Thursdays is softball and baseball. Along with in the evenings, Coach Fogel, our new volleyball coach, she's doing sports-specific training at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So we got a lot of things going on, it's been going well. The kids we have a really good core of kids that are showing up and working hard, and it's tough, especially in the summer, to get up early as a kid, and to get up early and consistently and come and do something hard. We're trying to push them and push them hard, but, have fun doing it and teaching them that life lesson of learning to enjoy hard work. So, it's a lot of, we have different days, but a lot of our big thing is coming in. The kids here were already strong, so we're just trying to improve on that. But also the big thing that we're focusing on is just functional strength and functional speed and quickness, regardless of sport you play, whether you're volleyball or baseball, or just being able to move, control your body in the space. And that's something that we've really focused on. So, the kids and the coaches, we've had a lot of coaches' participation, and just hadn't been just us. It's been coaches on the female side and coaches on the middle school, and so that's been cool. We've been building a lot of camaraderie.
Yes, sir, for sure. And that's kind of what you mentioned that about the workouts, and I had a question that popped in my head. Now I just popped back out. But let me go ahead and ask what I was going to ask Coach Robledo. You being the new, you're also the assistant athletic director, is my understanding from Coach Langford. But mainly, I want to ask you about the baseball, your role as a baseball coach, and kind of what you hope to accomplish in your first year as the skipper for the Luling Eagle baseball team.
Well, baseball is a game of fundamentals, and we're going to be fundamentally sound. We're going to know our bunt defenses, our first and third defenses, and we're going to make the routine plays. I always told my kids, like, I don't want to see you making the play that's going to be on ESPN. I want to see you making the routine play time and time again. And baseball is a game of 21 outs. Let's don't give them extra outs. So we're going to make the out when we can, and we're going to move them over when we can, and just be fundamentally sound. That's the game of baseball. It's fundamentals, and we'll be fundamentally sound.
Yes, sir. I remember now, Coach Langford, what I was going to ask you about with the you had mentioned about the coaches. And one thing I've noticed since you've been here, like, again, you and I had talked, and, one of the things you had mentioned is that, the coaches were going to be very involved in, the process of, working with the kids, and like you said, it's hard for a kid to get up, want to get up, especially when it's the summertime. And it's like, I want to sleep late. I have to get up September through May. And so, I have to get up in June and July and August too, and then not only that, the role that now I lost my thought again. But anyway, just like I said, the role the coaches are having in helping the kids get ready, for the season that's coming up.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, it's sports in general. I think a lot of coaches put an emphasis on things that are important but aren't as important. The X's and O's or the schematic aspect, regardless of the sport, which is important. But none of that stuff matters if the kids don't have a good relationship with the coach and the coaches and vice versa. So relationships come with time, and that's where in the summer, this Eagle Nation, the idea of us all being unified under one common banner of hey man, Eagle Nation, and
yes,
we're a part of a bigger body, and we're all going to support each other. So a lot of that gets developed in the summer, when we're here and we're all grinding together. We were talking about today how hot it was on Thursday. I was like, man, this is but that's the thing. We're like, hey man, we're all out there. We're all out there. Yes, sir. We're all out here being hot, but we're all out here trying to, even the coaches, building some more mental toughness. So
exactly.
But I think it's big that coaches are around the kids and the kids are around the coaches, and that's why we're doing, different. We had volleyball on Thursdays, cooking for them, and we had dodgeball, like what you talked about. But the biggest thing on that is trying to be around the kids when it's not about sports.
Yes, sir.
Not about.
Yes,
sports specific is just they can see a different side of us.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Absolutely. Yes.
And they realize that we're people too. And
yes, sir. I was glad you mentioned that. And then one of the other things we had talked about, Coach Langford, when we spoke a while back, was you had mentioned to me about the recruiting. We see a lot of recruiting that goes on in NCAA level, kind of athletics, but you don't always see a lot of that in the high school level. But I noticed, you spoke to me and you said, we're going to have, am I going to do it? But I'm going to have my coaches doing it as well. And I mean, anybody that's followed Eagle Nation, by the way, you can follow Eagle Nation on Facebook and on Twitter. It's on there. It's at Eagle Nation on Twitter, right?
At Go
Luling Eagles. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I want to get that right. So anybody out there interested, but can you speak a little bit to that, getting all the folks, because I mean, that's one thing. If anybody already follows that page, they know that, they know what I already knew when, you and I had talked. You said this is what you were going to do, and you're going to go talk to these kids. You're going to try to focus on the athletes that maybe didn't play football but played other sports, and try to get them. And from what I've seen, you've gotten several of them to buy in on the football program. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, from coming in and just doing our research and talking with people in the community, there's a lot of talent and a lot of pieces that are around in the community or are walking around in the halls in the schools that weren't on the football team, and the kids don't know me, so it's I feel, hey man, we need to go out there and put boots on the ground, man, and start these kids. And it seemed that doing home visits, that's always something that we've done in the programs that I've been a part of, and that's something that was done with me when I was in high school coming up in San Marcos. So I know the effect of it, and it's really cool that you feel good when a coach comes to the house. And but all that is based on just relationships, just being able to get in front of the parents and have them start interacting with us. What I don't want is a parent to have a kid in the program and feel like, well, I don't know these coaches.
Right.
I never met them.
Yes, sir.
So getting in front of them, and it was interesting. It's kind of funny because I wouldn't say there was a resistance, but it was more of like a questioning, like, hey man, like, why do you want to come over? So, no, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. We just want to talk. But no, it's been good. It's been good, and we're still. We can't. Coming in, I think my first day was April 20th. So there's a lot of stuff to try to get done, but we're still. When me and Coach Robledo went down to Ram Castillo's house the other day, Thursday. So we still have some houses to get to, but we'll be doing that all summer.
Yes, sir. And then I know you had mentioned, and then another thing you had mentioned to me as well. We talked a pretty good talk that day, in case y'all aren't aware of it by now. But you had said that you were going to make every possible way for a youngster to be able to join your football program, whether or not they had, other commitments, work, whatever, family commitments, whatever it was. You mentioned that you were going to try to do everything you could. And if they didn't play, it's not going to be Coach Langford's decision. It's going to be that young man's or young lady's decision.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I feel that our job is to, I feel that we have something to give to these kids. We have a program that's going to help them, and a program that's going to build them up to be, better men and women. So
yes,
I don't want to create barriers to hinder people from coming. So if, hey, coach, I'm not allowing them excuse to like, well, coach, I can't come. I can't do football because I can't come on summer because I'm going to work. It's like, all right, cool. We'll be here August 2nd.
All right, exactly. I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I will be here August 2nd. So that's the main thing. And Coach Ben, I didn't want to leave you out. Can you explain your role that you're going to be having in because I just met you about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So can you explain to the folks what you're going to be doing here at Luling Independent School District this year?
Yes, sir. I will be working with the secondary. I'll be the defensive coordinator, helping out Coach Langford with the defense. And then I'll be the head girls track coach. That'll be my second sport.
Great. So that's great. So
he's probably the smartest guy on the staff also. He can teach anything, and he'll make sure he'll make sure all our kids are eligible.
Yeah.
I will help with academics, but all our coaches will do that, and all our coaches will help out. And we're excited to be here.
He has like 5 teaching certificates.
I think he can teach everything except for
math and English.
Yeah, math. So that's a whole
wow, good. Wow, that's good. That's great.
And he is the head coach of the Ice Queens.
Oh yeah. We have a bunch of little girls.
For another soccer team.
Coach Quinn.
Okay. So
and myself. Yeah, we have a girls soccer team.
So great. So great, yeah, that's good, and welcome to all of you. For of course, I've talked to Coach Langford, and I just met Coach Robledo yesterday. As I mentioned, they invited me to the gym, and like I said, I was highly entertained with that dodgeball because it really was a lot of fun. I joke because I know some of the kids were asking, and or I think I talked to one of the parents. Was Rachel was over there, Zamora, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I'd have got in there, but I have to go back to work, so I can't get all sweaty and everything. But I think maybe next time, if I have to be off on the days y'all are doing that, I might have to just jump on in there.
Yeah, we try to do something every Thursday. So
so definitely plan on doing that. So, Coach Langford, I did want to ask you the outlook, kind of. I know it's a little early yet still, but kind of the outlook for district this year. We're in a really strong district with Llano, Lago Vista, Blanco, and Comfort, and so kind of what are you looking out for? Of course, by the way, we are back to the schedule that we would have had last year pre-COVID. A lot of changes got made with COVID. I'm sure everybody's aware that everybody got affected by that, but we will be back to that schedule. But kind of speak on the district, what you're aware of so far, anyway.
Yeah, well, we're in a very competitive district. I think at one point in time, Blanco might have been ranked number 9 in the state. So, me as a competitor, I wouldn't want it any other way. Coming here in the places that we've been at, in San Marcos and Seguin, we've always been in tough districts or been in districts where we had the lesser of the athletes, and we had to try to build them up and squeeze all the potential out of them, and we've had some success. But now, what I'm most fired up about is coming into Luling in comparison to the other schools that we're playing. Is I don't feel that we have less in talent. If bare minimum it's the same, and in some position I think better. So it's not a talent issue. Now those other programs have been winning on a consistent basis, and they have that culture. So what we're trying to establish, and just to be honest, to where where we would probably be behind in them is just structure and culture. So that takes time, but I have high standards for this year. I'm not going to say put a number on it, but I would be highly upset if we don't win a game.
Oh yeah. For those of you that aren't aware, we are on a 28-game losing streak. So Coach Langford say we start with one, right? Start with one, Coach Langford, and then we'll go from there. But
the Spurs have a race for Sace, and we're gonna run the one. All right, we're gonna get one, and then after that, we'll keep on getting.
Yes, sir. And I know that we will start the season with Columbus. They will be here at Eagle Field, but a lot of us are aware that Columbus is a quality 3A team, and so but then the next week that might be that one you're talking about. A lot of people are circling that on the calendar for the trip that the Luling Eagles will make to San Antonio, to Alamo Stadium in particular. Where they'll be playing the San Antonio Young Men's Leadership Academy. Those are all fairly new schools, is my understanding. But that's what apparently that might be where the one one comes in. So at least we'll see what happens. But I guess I do want to ask you too, Coach Langford, since I have you here. There's still quite a few people that haven't met you here in the community. But what could community members do to help support the athletic program that you're building here at Luling Independent School District, and how can they, I guess, just in general, how can they help you out? What can they do?
Okay, that's a great question. Some people I've met say, hey, if you need anything, you just let me know. And I was talking to them like, I don't know what that means. I'll take some brisket or something. The biggest thing that I would say, if you truly want to help out the athletic program, is to put your kids' feet to the fire and hold them accountable to showing up to school. Making sure they're doing their homework, making sure that they're getting up and coming to workouts, and not allowing them to have an excuse to not do those things. I mean, they're kids, so if you allow them not to come, they won't. But if you could, we're going to hold them accountable every day when they come up here. So if we can sandwich it to where we're holding them accountable and you guys are holding them accountable, I think that we can turn this thing around much faster.
Yes, sir, for sure. So great. I think that's. Do you guys have anything that y'all might want to add that y'all want the community to know about yourselves or about any of the programs that you're going to be taking over?
Not necessarily. I think maybe if the parents want to get in touch with us, they've got the Sports U. They can contact us on Sports U app, which is a app similar to Facebook, but it's through athletics, and they can reach any of their coaches, and just so that they know that we're here for them and their children. And if you can't find us on social media, come up to the school. We're there.
Come in a little bit because I noticed that you're not in the camera.
Yeah, it's all right.
Coach Robledo's here though. You can hear him, but you can't see him.
We're there early in the morning. We're there till late in the afternoon, and just we're here for your kids. If you need some help, come find us. We'll do whatever we need to do to help you or your children and just get this program turned around.
Yes, sir, for sure.
And I'll add to that we're always looking to get involved with our kids in the community. We've got 2 floats in the Thump that we're helping out. We've got a booth that we're running on.
I didn't know that. I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm learning this today.
This has been contract negotiations going.
Oh, okay.
We got a booth set up on Saturday where we'll be selling Luling gear. So any business.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Any business.
We're going to have to talk here in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any business or anybody that wants us to come help out with the kids, we're here for you.
Okay, great. And then speaking of that, Coach Ben, I'm glad you brought that up because that's one of the things, of course, I am doing all these Thump Queen candidate interviews tonight, and I do also have Bubba David, who is Luling ISD board member, but also a Watermelon Thump board member. So double board membership there.
Busy man.
And so he's very busy. Yeah. So, of course, Coach Langford knows him very well. So we're looking for sponsors. We need a lot of help. We only had a couple of sponsors last year. We had LNS, that's over by ECB, for those of y'all that are familiar with Luling. And then we had our title sponsor, which is Mom's Front Porch. Of course, if you heard Demi Poulos when she was on earlier, she's an employee there at Mom's Front Porch. So we definitely would like to try to get some more sponsorship with Coach Langford now being on board. There's a lot of excitement here in Luling with the new program that's coming, and then not only Coach Langford, but also Coach Robledo and Coach Ben, they're all here, they're all new, and they're all excited. You can tell how excited they are. And like they said, they are wanting to be a part of the community. And that's what, this Watermelon Thump, like I mentioned to the girls earlier, the Watermelon Thump in general, our festival, Watermelon Thump Festival, and then also Luling in general, it's all about history. It's all about community, and it's all about camaraderie. And I think Coach Langford, in the short time you've been here, I've seen you're really big on that. So we definitely want people to come out, and like you said, they guys just told you. And by the way, I did want to mention too, can y'all each I know y'all have social media, and we have the Eagle Nation we mentioned earlier, but if y'all want to kind of out there, people that want to get a hold of y'all, how can they do that?
I think my Twitter handle is like at Coach Langford 46.
Yes, that's right. I'm on it, so I can verify that. Yes.
I'm not real sure what mine is.
I believe it's Robledo Coach. At
Robledo Coach. Yeah,
So,
you can get a hold of me. If not, my phone number is area code 512-525-9325.
So that man just giving you his phone number. I mean, he's telling you. He's not just saying it. He's showing you that he really means what he says. So, Coach Ben, you
I believe mine's at Coach Yacht Tweets, and then I think you might have mentioned it, but we have an Eagle Nation on the Facebook too. So
right. Yes.
we do that.
Eagle Nation on Facebook, and then also Eagle Nation, as Coach Langford mentioned, it's Go Eagle Nation. So gentlemen, since Bubba's here, he's the next one in line, so I'm going to let you guys go. But like I said, we might talk about this merchandise. By the way, this shirt came from, this is one of the newest shirts that Coach Langford, in case those of y'all aren't aware, when y'all follow social media, he's been posting these stores that have been selling the Luling Eagle drip, drip, that's the word, drip, so Nike drip. So anyway, so this one, that's what this one is a Nike shirt, the Nike right there. So any of y'all, I'm sure, and then I was going to ask you that, is that going to be something that's going to be kind of y'all be doing it like ongoing, or it's like in intervals in the future? How is that exactly is that going to work?
We can, it's up to it's what the people want. If they
exactly,
if they want it up, we'll keep it up.
Yes, sir.
We don't make any money on it. It's not that. This isn't a fundraiser. It's just trying to get. I know you can't go to HB and get.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, Coach Nate Langford, our new athletic director, Coach Ronnie Robledo, our new assistant athletic director, and our new head baseball coach, and then Coach Ben. You said Yacht.
Yes, sir.
Yacht, and he's going to be our new head girls track coach, and then also will be coaching the secondary. So, guys, thank y'all very much for taking your time. I know Coach Langford was mentioning before we got on a while ago they were out at the river earlier, so I'm sure that was a lot of fun. So I mean, I like doing that kind of stuff. I just don't like to be out in the sun too much, but I think all that. But thank you guys very much for joining me. I sure do appreciate it. And Coach Robledo, when we sign off, I have something for you that I want to give you. So, all right. So, thank y'all very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Go Eagles.
Thank y'all.